Everyone in this world, every single human being in this world is looking to have a place to stay. Everybody dreams of having a form of shelter. But in Ghana and generally in Africa, many places in Africa, getting a place to stay is near impossible. Now, if you look at the statistics, right, less than 30% of the general population of people in Ghana and Nigeria are able to build a house in their lifetime. And out of the less than 30% of all projects that are started in Ghana and Nigeria are never completed, which is very shocking, right? So there's a huge housing deficit. There's a huge accommodation gap where people need to rent, people want to build, people want to buy. But then when you look at the data, the people who are renting are way more than the people who are living in their own houses. And the prices of building materials keep increasing every single month in Ghana, especially. With today, a bag of cement selling for about 116 cedis, whereas just about 3 to 4 years ago, it was literally selling for about 30 or 40 Ghana cedis. And so when you look at all these things, it tells you that there's a huge challenge. And so 2 years ago, we set out to educate people on how they can practically build even during these difficult economic times in Ghana or anywhere in Africa. And we are excited because today we are having over 160,000 followers across all platforms. And guess what? Every single month, our videos are watched over 1 million times. Now, it's not just in the number of views, but in the impact that we are making. That is what brings us joy. And today, we are going to look at some of the impact that we are making. But first of all, I want to say thank you very much for 160,000 plus followers. This is just amazing. Just amazing. Now, let's head straight into the topic for today. We are looking at the impact that we've made in 2 years with over 1,000 people inspired to start their building projects. Obviously, we can't go through all the 1,000 building projects, but we're just going to look at what some people have said from 2 years when we started making videos, especially a year ago when we moved to Instagram and TikTok and targeted the younger population, because when we were growing up, most of the people who were building were really, really old. In fact, our parents, a lot of them built around 40, 50, 60, or some of them even when they came on retirement. But then we at Africa Building Hub believe that anybody can build a house. Once you plan properly, you manage your finances and all that. So last year, we set out to reach out to the younger population, people who may still be in university, people who may be doing their national service, people who may even have completed national service and are not thinking about starting a building project. We set out to inspire them and to show them practically how they can also build their own houses. And so the first one says, hi, once again, you remember the challenge you threw to your subscribers earlier on this year. Now, for anybody who is just joining and doesn't know us, this is Africa Building Hub. We are creating a community of people who want to build, buy, or rent in Africa. And we believe that whatever lessons we are sharing, though we are based primarily in Ghana, are applicable to any country, anywhere in Africa, because a lot of our demographics are the same. We are a very youthful population, and there's a lot of poverty and all that. And we believe that whatever we share here is applicable in any country. So if you like that kind of content and you're just stumbling here, please turn on all notifications so you don't miss any time we come live. We usually come live on Sundays between the hours of 8 to 10 p.m. GMT, right? So That is what we stand for. And at the start of this year, 2024, we set out a challenge called the ABH Challenge, ABH for Africa Building Hub. And what we said was, everybody who doesn't have a house yet, right? Whether you are following us on Instagram or TikTok, what you need to do is to try and at least get a plot of land. If you already have a plot of land, look at what is the minimum, the barest minimum that you can do to ensure that by the end of the year or in 2 years, 3 years maximum, you are able to move from a place where you are renting to being a landlord or a landlady, having your own house. Even if you don't want to live in it, you can rent it, use it for Airbnb or whatever. So that was the challenge we set at the beginning of the year. And a lot of people jumped onto it. So we asked people that whenever you are posting content of houses or your building project, whatever, just tag us in the ABA challenge. And so this is what you are seeing here, where the person is saying, thank you once again for the challenge that we threw to our subscribers about building a house or project this year. It is amazing how this is possible when you put your mind to it. By the way, I am currently at lintel level with my project, which I started in April. Likely to roof it by the end of the year. It has been an amazing journey. Keep on with the good job. I will keep you posted. Oh, this is just fantastic. So this is one of the people who follow us on Instagram who sent this message. And when they sent us further messages, which they said we shouldn't show, right? They mentioned that, it never occurred to them that they could build a house. They felt they were living from salary to salary. Then sometimes they would enjoy, they'll be a bit, how do you say it, extravagant in their spendings and stuff like that, right? They felt building a house required you to have $1 million or something before you could start. But when we kept on saying, no, you don't need to have $1 million in your account. Even if it's $1,000, you can start something. He has started, become more financially disciplined, and now has almost completed the roofing of his building project, which is just amazing. If you are watching and enjoying, put some fire emojis in the chat for this subscriber. All right. Then the next person says, with your inspiration, we broke ground for the wall. And I said, oh, nice. Congratulations. So this person purchased a plot of land. He didn't have a plot of land at all. And then he showed me when he went to buy the plot. It was just bushes. Then later he got a backhoe to come and clear the land. And then now they actually started the foundation. This is just amazing. Now, these are part of over 1,000 people who have sent us messages, pictures, videos, proof that they have actually started a building project from January till now. And it makes me so excited. Now, on the right, the next person says, bro, your channel has been a big source of inspiration to me. Trust me, it really motivated me to put up a structure in less than 6 months. God did, but your videos helped a lot in diverse ways. And they say if the lizard jumps from a tree and falls on the ground and nobody praises that lizard, the lizard will still nod its head and say, no, damn, I'm good. And so today we are dedicating today, November 3rd, first Sunday in November, to appreciate ourselves, and for you, the community who also supported us, encouraged us, keep sending the testimonies and words of encouragement of how our videos have been a blessing, etc., etc., etc. So again, the reason why I'm sharing this video is maybe you might have been on the fence. Perhaps you're also looking at your financial situation and you're thinking, when will I be able to build a house? I hope that by the end of this video, this live session, you would be inspired. And anybody who is watching, whether you're watching the live or the replay, you can also drop a comment as to how this channel has helped you, if in any way it has helped you, so that other people can also watch and learn. And then especially the lessons that you learned and the tips that you can share for new people who are sitting on the fence, who are like, okay, do I have enough money? Do I have what it takes? Should I go for a loan? Should I go for a mortgage? Should I rent because it's cheaper to rent than to build? Like, share your own experiences. Where are you building at? Where are you watching from? How long has your building project been and how is it going? What are the lessons that you've learned? Share it so that we can all learn from you. Now, with that said, let's look at the next person. So this person says, I have followed you and now I am learning sense. I have stopped buying wigs and dresses, so I want to buy the sand and start with the block. So let me give you a bit of context here. I used to post like a video every Friday on just financial wisdom and tips, especially for the young people, like I said at the start of the video, to help them. Because what I realized at a point in time when I took my statement, this was around the year 2015. I'd been working for a number of years and I took my bank statement, right? I felt I didn't have a lot of money, but when I looked at the credits and the debits, right? At that time in 2015, the total credits were close to 300,000 Ghana cedis. And I said, goodness, all this money has passed through my account and I don't have anything to account for it, So I took stock of my life and I realized that maybe there are certain things that are draining me. Like those times I was driving I think it was a 2.5 liter Toyota Camry, right? And it was using a lot of fuel as a young person who had started life and all that. And so I took certain key financial decisions, right? Okay, let me sell it for a car that has like a better fuel economy or whatever is described. So I sold it and then I bought a Honda Civic, right? Which was 1.8 and it was more fuel efficient. So I deliberately decided to take certain actions that have brought me where I am today. Obviously, God and the grace of God has also been a major contributing factor. But regardless of whether you are religious or not, if you don't take stock of your life at a certain point in time and pause and think and plan, there's no way you are going to accomplish anything significant. So I keep challenging the young people that every Friday you see a lot of boys, a lot of girls going for parties, buying drinks, and sometimes they go for getaways in certain places, right? I'm not saying it's bad, but there's a place that one friend of mine, he and his like friends, boys and girls went to. And at night, it was charging $900 for like an Airbnb space. It was a 3-bedroom house by the seaside. $900. Meanwhile, you are not rich, right? Many young people act like they are rich just to impress society, but they don't have money. Meanwhile, you could come together with these your friends and buy some land, build together, and you guys could rather be running the Airbnb. So that's the kind of financial wisdom that we've been sharing with the young people. And so this lady says that formerly she used to buy a lot of wigs and dresses, but now she has decided that she is going to be using her money to buy sand and start molding blocks, which is fantastic. And then someone asked the question that I would want us to tackle later on in the video, but I would also want to solicit your opinion. He says, please, I just need to ask what you think about mortgage loan to buy a house compared to buying a land and building. So I want you to share all your thoughts in the comment section, and would make a full video because this topic has been trending of late recently, mortgage versus buying land and building. And the next person says, hello, sir, I've been following you for some time and thanks so much for your everyday advices. I always get on your page for new videos about the building materials and all that. I just watched your video of a teacher earning 4,000 cedis. Okay, so this is another person. Well, I earned just about the same, but started building a 3-bedroom house little by little from September 2020. And to God be the glory, I'm roofing it before the year ends. I'm a lady, and I must say it hasn't been easy. Luckily, I still stay in my dad's house, so no rent for now. I do enjoy your videos a lot. So there are two things to talk about here. The first person saying they come primarily because we post the price of building materials. And that's something that is unique to us. We have people who go to different places in town just to get the prices from different vendors for the most commonly used building materials like cement, sand, stones, iron rods, wood, etc. Then we compare the prices, we put the average together, and then we come and make dedicated videos to educate people, right? Especially the people in the diaspora who would be getting bill of quantities, they'll be getting estimates from their masons, carpenters, etc., and they don't have any legit way of verifying, right? So we started that series, and every single month, at least we make one video. From 2022 till now, every single month, we make at least one video. And the reason why we also did that is to ensure that we have like history, right? Because in Ghana, what I've seen is like we don't document things properly. And so you can travel to other countries, their history is well documented. But in Ghana, if you want the price of cement, let's say in 1957, nobody knows, right? So what we are doing is to ensure that if 10 years from now you wanted to know the price of iron rods, mild steel, 10 millimeters in February 2022 or December 2022, you can find it. And we are putting together a very nice website where you can actually see how the prices of building materials have trended upwards or downwards over the years. And that is why we are doing this. Please, if you're enjoying the content, please like. Can we get at least 500 videos? Hey, did I say 500 videos? Can we get at least 500 likes on this video, please? I'm so excited to be back and talking to you. If you are just joining, happy new month. May this month of November be a blessed month for you. All right. So the next person says they are a teacher, right? And in Ghana, typically teachers don't make a lot of money. It's sad, but it's the truth. Whether you have a first degree, a master's, etc., they don't make a lot of money. I watched an interview where one director who says he had been teaching for close to 19 years makes that 4,000 cedis. And for somebody who is watching and is wondering what's 4,000 cedis in dollars, 4,000 cedis today is around $250 a month after working for like 19 years. That's crazy, man. How much are you going to spend and how much are you going to save? How long is it going to take you to even build a 2-bedroom house? You know, so there's abject poverty in this country. And what we are looking at doing is to help people of all income brackets to be able to build, regardless of what their salary looks like or their income looks like. Now, the next person says, you are doing a great job than you think, my boss. I got to London in January and it wasn't easy finding a job, but alhamdulillah, I've got one I'm managing, and tomorrow I'm putting up a fence wall on my half plot in Ghana. I am telling you this because you inspire me a lot. And I said, thank you for the kind words. And he rather said, no, I should be thanking you. And this is somebody who has left Ghana to go and see greener pastures in the UK. He says even in the UK, it is not easy, but through the constant reminders about how prices of building materials are going up, how land is becoming expensive, and all these things, he has decided to buy a land and start. Amazing. Oh, applause. All right, the next person says, good morning, boss. Everything is going well so far, and thank you for your good deeds. So he had already sent a previous video, and then he was giving me an update. So most of my followers on Instagram and TikTok usually send me pictures and videos of like the progress they are making. And yeah, another person says, bro, you're doing a great job, but sometimes I feel you are talking to me. We appreciate you, man, on behalf of all Kojos. And I really appreciate my people who appreciate the effort, because there's so much effort that goes into the kind of videos that we create, right? It's not just coming to sit here. Even the preparation for this video. Today's video should have probably started around 7:30. My camera fell down, the lens broke and shattered. Thank God I had a spare. But like there are so many things that go on behind the scenes that you have no idea about. And it just encourages me that at least at the end of the day, we are making an impact and we are touching lives. Someone says, bro, thanks for the great job. I tried to start building, but I stopped because the price I was given there, they fear now serve. Now, this person sent a very long message. He says, "Boss, I send my greetings. I hope this message finds you well. I have been working on some projects now, and things haven't been smooth as before, even though I'm still trying my very best. Some backups I had in terms of finances to invest in the project has also gone down, and right now I'm so lost on what to do. With the project, I'm about 75% done with the first floor, but I want to lease it out so that at least I can make something out of it. Here's the case. I don't really know if going for a loan is the best option considering these high rates and interest, or there are some ways I can go about, but I have no knowledge about them. I also feel I'm wasting time on trying to come out with the best decision. Then also, I don't want to do anything cheap that will later get me chasing things in the air. I really need your advice on this. Thank you." So yeah, one other thing that we do is to provide consultation services for the community. Obviously, my time is expensive and also very important to me, so consultation is not free. But if you send me a message, I would respond. I try to respond to at least 99% of the messages, especially if you send and you go straight to the point. I will definitely respond. So this person like this, I responded. I think later he wanted a full consultation session. I sent him a link, he booked, and then we spoke. And he's pretty happy today. So let's move to the next person. So there's a lot. This person says, "Thank you for the valuable service that you are providing for us. I am almost 78 and I've bought 12 houses in the US over the years, including a beach home, but I have not ever built my own house. I understand your recommendation that older people should buy instead of building, and I believe that is wise. However, I do not find pre-built houses that have bedrooms on the first level with handicapped bathrooms that have wide doors for wheelchairs. I included this here, though it is not specifically saying the impact we've had, but I felt everybody needs to kind of learn a thing or two, especially as we grow, because most of the time when we are building, when we are young, we are strong, everything is working for us. But when we are getting older, obviously life happens. And sometimes you may fall sick, you may get an injury that would make you like difficult to walk and all that. And so these considerations are super important, especially to the developers and real estate people in the community, right? It is very essential that you take note of these things. This person is saying that he's bought like 10 or 12 houses, but then he finds that he's not getting any house that's already built with handicapped people in mind, right? And he says, after I move to Ghana or another area of Africa, I'll build a house with a bedroom and handicapped accessible bathroom on the first level. I will also build a bedroom and bath on the first level for a nurse. I also need a living room, guest bath, and study on the first level as I age. I am independent now, but if I live, these appointments will be essential for home care. Also, as a risk averter, I believe a second level is important during floods, especially. With that in mind, I will add appointments for escape from flooding. If the space is not needed, it can be used for storage or exercise equipment. Finally, I will try to design the house so that the roof area is as small as possible, because the cost of re-roofing needs to be a consideration at the time that a house is built. The cost of roofing materials always increase exponentially. By keeping the size reasonable, I'll be able to afford better quality materials at the outset. Again, many thanks. I think this comment has won the comment of the day. There's so much wisdom, there's so much experience, there's so much insights in just that one comment, and it's just really food for thought, right? So you are building the ground floor. Many people build, especially when you are buying these semi-detached houses and stuff like that, they just build the ground floor is maybe the living area, and then the kitchen and the visitor's toilet and bathroom. Then all the bedrooms will be upstairs, and upstairs access there is just a staircase. So what about the disabled person or the person who cannot walk, who is in a wheelchair, right? So developers, please, let's take these points very essential, right? And I think that comment is a whole video on its own. Now, the next comment says, thank you, sir. You have helped me a lot. I am a first-time builder, and your content has helped me at site, because what you don't have a clue about is I come here and get the knowledge for free. Oh, goodness. And I said, you people need to start paying dues, because truthfully, we hardly make any money on these videos that we are making. Like I said, we even make about 1 million views plus in a month, but we don't make any significant money on YouTube AdSense. TikTok doesn't pay anything, right? And Instagram doesn't pay. So the support that we get is from our brands, and that's why it's a good point to talk about Doormaster. Doormaster is the trusted security door company for Africa Building Hub. And so if you are looking to purchase your security doors, interior doors, bathroom doors, contact Doormaster. Tell them you are coming from Africa Building Hub, and they are going to give you a good deal. Now, with that said, let's continue to read the rest of the comments. And remember, if you're liking the video, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all those amazing stuff. Okay, so the next person says, indeed, your page and content has helped me a lot. Initially, I'll buy designer for every outing, but since I started my project, 6 bedrooms last year, July at age 22, I have been financially disciplined. I'm at roofing now and will send pictures below. God bless you for the good work. And I say amen to the blessings. This is somebody who is 22 years and the person has been able to put up a 6-bedroom house. I hope somebody is being inspired. I hope somebody is being motivated. If you are, please comment and let me know how you are being inspired by this video. All right. Then the next person says, I appreciate your works, especially pushing the youth to build. If you leave us, we will spend all our money on girls and designers. So these are 2 different young people who are saying they like spending a lot of money on designer clothing, designer shoes, designer bags, and stuff like that. It's interesting. The way the young people think is really interesting. It's not like old people don't buy designer stuff, but young people want to make an impression when they don't have money, and they want to, usually the boys, they want to impress girls. But the older you get, the more you realize that some of these things are not really that important at all. I hope you are enjoying this video. If you're enjoying, comment, like. All right, so let's move to the next person. The next person says, this is how it turned out. We discussed posting properties for sale this year. I'll definitely use your platform to do that. I appreciate your works, especially pushing the youth to build. So this is somebody who took up the challenge and decided to put up a structure, not to live in it, but to sell it. And that is also really, really, really good. Young people doing commercial properties, really good. And that's another thing that we do here. We can advertise your property for sale if you are a real estate developer, etc. Any value chain provider, you can contact us and we will definitely support you. Now, with that said, let's move to the next one. So someone says, I wish I knew this earlier. I'd wanted to tile all my rooms. Ladies and gentlemen, I ended up using a carpet. So I think this was in response to a video that we did. And I was talking about my own experience with my own house, right? And I said, if you're a bit on a budget, you don't need to tile the ceiling to the ground like many people do. You need to consider which places should be tiled. You can tile up to the window, even if it's a bathroom, but some people prefer to tile all the way to the ceiling. Even like, so you know, some people have the, let's say, the shower here and the water closet somewhere here, right? So they are at opposite sides, but they'll still tile the whole room. If you have the money, why not? It future proofs it. If you don't have it, you can choose the height to tile it to, or even which parts to tile it to. So this was his response. He wanted to tile his whole floor everywhere, but he didn't have money. So in the end, he decided to use carpet so that nobody will see that his floor is not tiled. And there's no pressure, no competition in life. Let's all run our race the way we can. Okay, so the next person says, bro, thanks for all the advice. You really inspired me, and I appreciate following you. And this person is a lawyer who has been chatting with us once in a while. When people come with legal cases and all that, we go to him for advice and stuff like that. And I told him, inspiring a lawyer is no mean feat. And it's true, because my dad was a lawyer as well, and lawyers are very learned people. Very, very learned people. Very learned people, in fact. Rest in peace. Anyway, so let's move. Someone says, because of you, I can't even go to the beauty spa without your voice in my head. And I said, this is the funniest thing I've read all year. So, say now, whenever they are making any decisions, they hear my voice in their head. Oh, apologies. So this is it. He says, because of you, I can't even go to the beauty spa without your voice in my head. Funniest thing I've read all year. All right. So let's move to the next one. Okay. So this person says, your advice and guidance has really helped me. I touched a 5-bedroom apartment, but part of your advice made me pause, and I've completed a 1-bedroom apartment. So again, this is in relation to the fact that I keep saying, don't build something that is too huge, which is going to take you so long to build. Can you start with the barest minimum? Is it a 1-bedroom? You move in, you stop paying rent. Then as God blesses you and you get more money, you can expand. So that's his response to that. Then someone says, I'm a military officer and I follow your content. You keep me motivated. Keep it up, my friend. Wow. Like, the impact is amazing. A whole military officer fighting for God and country says, I keep him motivated. Amazing, 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 amazing. Let's continue. I'll be wrapping up very soon. He says, I've started building a house. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing the thing. He says, I've started building a house. We should have gone to the site today to set a place so that tomorrow we can do the concrete on the foundation, and the rain spoiled our plans. So maybe tomorrow we can go to the site, even the weather is good, and go and do the concrete work. I listen to you a lot, and I take some advices that you give, and it's helping me small. We go do them. So I think I remember this person. This person engaged us. I think initially they were working somewhere in the Emiratis, like the Middle East area, and then bought a plot of land, came to Ghana to come and oversee that and started something. And a lot of Ghanaians are living in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, there are places that you don't expect Ghanaians to be, but they are there. And they are doing construction work. Some are doing caregiving. Some are doing like house helps and stuff like that. And they usually send me a lot of messages. We chat and all these things. And I think I even met some of them when I went to Dubai some months back. And it's amazing. It's amazing. The extent that people need to go to be able to cater for their families, get a place to lay their heads and stuff. I remember I met one Ghanaian in an elevator in Dubai, and then he recognized me, and I was just chatting with him, and you could tell if he had his own way, right? He'll be back in Ghana, but in Ghana, he didn't have any job. And here he waits in the elevator, pressing the buttons for people and directing them and stuff like that. It's good. Once he's not doing anything illegal, for me, I'm all for that, right? And you talk to people everywhere you travel, they recognize you and stuff, and they tell you the impact that your channel has had. And it's just amazing. It's amazing. So let's look at the next one, and let's get ready to wrap up. All right, so this person says, my brother, it's not easy. Oh. I've used about 4 years to prepare myself for a project, and it's not been easy. It's not that we don't want to build. Oh. The pressure is just unbearable. So sometimes we just take a break, but in fact, you have been a blessing, educating us and pushing us to do something. God bless you. So as you can see, I encourage a person that it's not easy, but they are definitely going to sail through because, yeah, it's not easy. But Charlie, God is there. Have faith in God. Trust in God. Everything will work out for you, right? Everything will work out. And what I've seen from my own personal life and other people around me that I've encouraged to start a building project is you may not have enough money, but when you start and you are focused, miracles just happen. Like God will make a way, doors will open, you get opportunities, you get promotions, you get contracts, you get deals, and small, you'd be able to complete. So I hope somebody is really like motivated and encouraged, right? Again, someone says, hello, sir, your videos motivates me a lot. Thank you. And I said, I am glad to hear that. So these are some of the amazing messages from the community. If you have any story to tell, or even if you want to share your story in the form of a video, you want us to come and interview you, you are in Ghana, you want us to interview you, right? You can send us an email. This is our email address, abh@abhcollabs.com, and we'll see how we can take it from there. Or you're a business, you're a real estate developer, you deal in maybe whatever, furniture, you deal in solar, you deal in whatever, you want us to help promote your business to the community. Of course, we'll do some little KYC and due diligence on you, but send us an email if you want us to help to advertise and to grow your business. Now, talking about advertising, another of our trusted partners is Metfab Systems, right? Metfab Roofing Systems. So if you want roofing sheets, whether it's the trusses or the sheets itself, you can contact them for free consultation. Their contact details are on the screen. And then also, if you want anything glass or metal, so it could be your windows, it could be your balustrades, it could be your burglar proofs, it could be your gates, it could be your balconies, anything that is made of glass or of metal or a combination of the two. It could be your shower partitions, anything, right? Then contact our partner Alpha Merge Ventures, and their number is on the screen. Tell them you are coming from Africa Building Hub, and they are going to give you a good deal. Now, our final partner who supports us to be doing all these amazing things that we are doing, including this video, is Colsam Plus Enterprise. Colsam Plus Enterprise is one of the big names when it comes to the sale of iron rods and cement. So if you want to support us and you have iron rods to purchase, they are located at East Legon Hills. Just tell them you are coming from Africa Building Hub, and they'll give you a good deal. So if you have a project within the East Legon Hills area, Tema, Adenta, Oyibi, Amrahia, all those places, just contact Colsam Plus and tell them you are coming from Africa Building Hub, and they are going to give you a good deal. So with this, I think I've covered essentially everything that we set out to discuss today, and I really hope that somebody is motivated. Quickly, I'm going to read out the comments in the chat for you, my beautiful people who are watching live. Terry says, hi, I have a question. Terry, ask your question. Skycon FX says, how much is a bag of cement again? Around 115 cedis. We've answered that. Nana Otin Owusu Ansa says, good evening, boss. I registered on a Google Sheet so I could be added to the group, but I've still not been added. Thank you, sir. Oh, Nana, registering the Google Sheets was not to be added to the group. It just was to kind of let us know which platform people preferred. But if you want to join the group, the QR code is on the screen right now. All that you need to do, take your phone, go on WhatsApp, and then scan this QR code, right? And then once you scan the QR code, you would be able to join the community. That is the only way to join the community. There's no other way to join the community. All right, so let's continue to read the comments. So we have people placing the fire emojis. Terry says, please, which one is better, a normal septic tank or a biodigester? Oh God, this is a full video on its own. But I'm sure by now people have responded. Or if you are watching the replay, share your experience. Do you use a biodigester? I've used both. I've used a normal septic tank. It is something that has been in existence for a while. It's been tried and tested. So if you don't want any issues with a normal septic tank, but if you want to go with, the modern vibe of eco-friendly stuff, go with a biodigester. But you need to know what it takes to have a biodigester life, right? It can be flashing pads and all these kind of funny things that are non-degradable in your biodigester, especially if you have kids. Sometimes they may take some toys and put it in the toilet, and flush it and stuff like that. So you need to be really careful and intentional about using a biodigester. All right. Richard says, great job. Thank you, Richard. Courage says, hi, I'm Courage watching you from Amasama ABH. You are the best. Courage, chop case. You are the best as well. Okay, so a lot of comments. Miss Nadine says, hello, watching you from the Virgin Islands. I'm catching up on what I missed until the video became current. Great stuff. Thank you for watching all the way from the back till the end. 6-bedroom house. Is that a family house? Yeah, a lot of people are building big houses, and especially you people in the diaspora. You are giving a lot of pressure to the young people in Ghana because they see your money, your lifestyle and stuff, and they want to be like you. They think having a big house is the definition of success, but it's not. Nasi Axcap says, hello, my brother. I'm happy to see you on live. What do you think about building materials in construction in Ghana? It's a very general question, so if you could be specific, especially about import. Okay, I think you are the person from Turkey, right? Importing, you'd save maybe 15 to 30% or 40%, depending on the material, depending on the exchange rate, and depending on the merchants that you are sourcing from. So it's really good, but you need to know what you are doing. And we are helping some people actually within the community currently to import their stuff from China, and it's going pretty well. Okay. Emmanuel Amponsa says, hi, I am Kojo. I'm really inspired by your content. It is very practical and easy to understand. At the same time, you open our eyes to the realities to keep us balanced. Thank you. Okay, so your comments are coming in quick. Okay. Frank says, hello, Frank. Please, how much does it cost to put up a fence wall on plot size 100 by 70, not a high wall, but to the level of your waist? So yeah, like maybe a mini dwarf wall or something. You could do 25 to 30,000, realistically, if you are now going to start. Miss Nadine says, I don't know about a biodigester. I only know septic tank here in the Caribbean. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. I think it will be good for me to actually travel to the Caribbean and learn. So that's one of the things that we want to do, God willing, to do more travels to different countries and go and learn how they build and the kind of technologies they are using, and maybe things that we can learn for our local people here as well. So you should be anticipating those things. So again, if you are new and you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any. If you want to sponsor us, to our email is there. Miss Nadine says, trust me, I built a big house thinking about family, etc. I had to do it again. I will not build big unless I am doing apartments. Fantastic. You guys have been amazing. Now, for all those who will be watching the replay, this is how we will know that you watched to the end of the video. Comment below. Start with, this is how Africa Building Hub has helped me. Then you continue whatever you want to say. If you start with, this is how Africa Building Hub has helped me, I know you watched till the end of the video. And with that, I say happy new month once again. I wish you a very blessed month. I want to say a big ups and shout outs and appreciation to my team. Richard, you're amazing, bro. I love you. I want to say a big appreciation to Tina, to Priscilla, to Etonam. You guys are doing amazing works. Like to Alan. Sometimes when I feel like I'm tired, I'm not feeling well, you guys say, no, Charlie, let's come, let's do. And you keep me driven, and I appreciate you. And I also want to appreciate everyone who is watching this video. 160,000 plus followers in less than, like in 2 years with 1 million views each month. It's amazing. You guys don't know the impact, the content suggestions and ideas and everything. You're amazing. I wish you a blessed week. And so we meet, God willing. Stay safe. Love you. Thanks, Bebre.